My name is Mary Knope. I'm from the Menominee Food Distribution Program. Today we're making beef stew, and it's going to be made in a pressure cooker. Some of the items that are in our recipe today you can get at food distribution. You can get the canola oil we'll be using, the rump roast, the large onion, carrots, celery, potatoes, we always start out cooking washing our hands. We're going to wash our hands here, and one of the rules that I use when washing hands is to say the alphabet. So we're going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now we can dry our hands. Okay, then we can start our cooking. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut the roast into chunks, probably about 1 inch square. And Sally is going to be doing the cutting of the beef. Next, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and we're going to brown our beef in the oil. Browning this beef, I usually have it on almost high because we want to sear it, and that means we want to get it nice and brown as it's frying in the oil. So I have it on almost high. So it'll take a little bit for this to sear. All right, then I have Barb Warrington here, and she's going to cut up 2 garlic cloves into small pieces. All right, now Barb is going to cut up 1 onion into small pieces, and we're going to add it to the garlic, and then we're going to put it in with the meat. Okay, now I'm going to add the onions and the garlic that we chopped up, and we're going to add that into the meat so that starts to cook through. It's cooking nicely. Okay, we'll let that go for a couple minutes and we'll finish cutting up our vegetables. Okay, Barbara's going to be cutting up 4 carrots into small pieces, and we're going to put that in with our beef stew. Okay, now Sally is going to cut up 4 potatoes into nice sized chunks for our beef stew. She's going to peel it and cut it into chunks. Now we're going to put the potatoes in a bowl and we're going to make sure that we rinse them good. Okay, now Sally's going to cut up 4 celery ribs, probably into 1/2-inch pieces. Oh, the onions are getting nice and transparent. Our meat is getting brown. And we're going to move our pressure cooker over to this burner because that burner is going to be hot. Okay, so now we're going to add our seasonings. We're going to add some salt. Probably about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, there's our salt. Pepper we're going to add just enough for your taste. And if you don't want salt, you can use a salt substitute. Now we're going to put in some parsley flakes. Then we're going to use beef broth. We're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon. If you do not want any broth in there, that's up to you, because the beef will have a lot of flavor. Okay, we'll give this a little stir. All right, now we're going to add our carrots that we diced up. We're going to add our celery. We're going to add our potatoes. And we need 1.5 cups of water. Okay, we're going to put this water into the meat. We're going to turn our burner on, probably the way we did our meat, on medium to high. Then we're going to take the cover to our pressure cooker and we're going to line it up. Okay, so now our handles are aligned with each other. We're going to put our weight on the top and we're going to let it get hot. It takes a few minutes for it to get hot and to start steaming. Now, as you can see, we have some steam coming out of this vent. We will have steam coming out of this safety vent, and we should have steam coming out of the weight here. And it's just starting to steam. So now we're going to turn our timer on for 15 minutes. Okay, now that our timer went off at 15 minutes, we're going to shut the burner off. You never want to do when you're using a pressure cooker is don't touch any of it while it's cooking. I turned the burner off and now I'm going to pull it off of the burner. And I'm going to let it sit there for a few minutes for all of the steam to escape. Okay, now that we can hear that the steam has escaped from the cooker, we're going to bring it over here and then we're going to put it in our cold water. As you can see, there's no steam coming out. So we're going to set it in cold water for a couple of minutes to cool it down. You can hear the steam escaping. Okay, I'm going to move it back over to the stove just for safe opening of the cooker. Slowly open it. And there's arrows on the top that point to close and to open. And there's our beef roast, our potatoes, and our carrots. Some of the advantages of using a cooker like this is that, as you can see, it saves a lot of time. It took us about 15 minutes to cook our roast and our vegetables. If it's done correctly, like I just showed you, you don't have to be afraid of using one of these cookers. Some of the things that you can make in a cooker like this is you can make Swiss steak, potatoes, chicken in broth, beef roasts. You can use less pricey pieces of meat. The Menominee Food Distribution Program is dedicated to providing quality service. A variety of nutritious food items are available, recipes, nutrition information for maintaining a balanced diet. You can come visit us at the site in Kashina. Our phone number is 715-799-5131 to see if you qualify for USDA commodities. We have nutrition meetings every month. We offer cooking, nutrition classes. Please call to inquire about any upcoming events to participate in learning hands-on how to make delicious, easy, and healthy meals just like we did today. Thank you.